Hello, my name is Sonya Peterkin. I am an immigration and family law attorney. I have practiced immigration law my entire career, and I help people nationwide with U.S. immigration matters. And I have been to numerous green card interviews, specifically for people who are applying for green cards based on their marriage to a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. So today I want to give you some tips on how to ace your marriage-based green card interview. So first, a little background. The interview process is the last stage of the green card process. If you are adjusting your status, your interview will take place within the United States and it will be conducted by USCIS, that's United States Citizenship and Immigration Service. And if you are filing your green card abroad and consular processing, then your interview will take place at your local embassy or consulate, and it is handled by the U.S. State Department. At your interview, the primary focus is to ensure that the applicant is eligible for the U.S. green card and to assess whether the applicant's marriage to the U.S. citizen or permanent resident is bona fide. And bona fide just means that the marriage is authentic and it is not a fraudulent marriage that was entered into for the sole purpose of obtaining a green card. So during this interview, the officer will ask you a number of questions. Some of them will be questions that you've already answered from your forms that you submitted, but they want to ask you just so that they can compare your answers and make sure that the answers are correct on the application. And also they'll ask you questions about your marriage to assess whether your marriage is bona fide. For this reason, the first step is that you refresh your memory regarding important dates and times and events that pertain to the history of your relationship. So things like your first date, your first kiss, and how you met are things that you want to go over with your spouse about a week or so or earlier before your interview. Number 2, prepare all of your original documents and have them ready to present to the officer at the time of your interview. So remember, when you are filing a green card application, you are only submitting copies of documents. You should not be submitting any original documents. However, at the time of your interview, this is when you want to present your original documents to the officers so that they can compare them to the copies and make sure that the copies are copies of authentic documents. So original documents are usually those documents that are issued by a government agency. So things like a birth certificate, marriage certificate, divorce decree, court orders, things like that. That's what you want to bring the original copies of, and the officer will ask for them at the time of the interview. The third tip I want to give you is to prepare more documents that prove that your marriage is bona fide, organize them, and bring them with you to your interview. So typically when we prepare green card applications, we submit proof of a bona fide marriage at that time. But then again, we provide more evidence at the time of the interview as well. This just helps to solidify that the relationship is genuine, and it helps to give the officer more confidence in making a decision on your case. If you fail to bring additional bona fide documents, you may risk having your case denied, or a request for evidence, which is a document after the interview requesting additional documents to prove that your marriage is bona fide. And this document doesn't necessarily mean that your case will be denied, but it does signal that the officer didn't have enough information to confidently make a decision on your case. So bringing more bona fide documents would be a benefit in your case always. Number 4, ensure that all of the documents that you are bringing are organized and that you can easily present certain documents to the officer. Okay, and that is basically all of my tips for preparing for your interview. Also remember, one major tip also is to make sure that you are represented by an attorney. An attorney is extremely helpful in preparing your case and also making sure that you have the best chances of being approved. Because an immigration attorney has years of experience and knowledge dealing with immigration and has studied the immigration laws that pertain to your case. They will be able to review your case and determine whether legal issues are likely to arise or not, and how best you should go about your case to make sure you get the best outcome possible. Having an attorney at your interview is also very beneficial. At the time of the interview, the attorney is able to converse with the officer to ensure that all legal matters are resolved, and to ensure that if there are any factual scenarios that need clarification, the attorney can also provide that clarification for them as well. This can prevent a denial and prevent a delay in the decision in your case. So if you are filing a marriage-based green card and you need help preparing your case or getting ready for your interview, you should contact an experienced and knowledgeable immigration attorney. If you'd like to reach out to me, my number is 321-325-1125, and my website is www.sapeterkinlaw.com. Have a great day.